there is one last thing that I need to do in the garden in order to be 100% prepared to plant, and that is get rid of these celery I have in here. I have tried to grow celery a lot of times, not a lot of times, but at least twice, and for some reason I just cannot get it any bigger than this here, which is about the size of a pencil, and I don't know why. So this stuff is going to seed, it's bolting, and it needs to just come out because I'm going to need this area to grow some other things. And actually, I lied. Besides this, there is one more thing I'm going to do in this garden that I am not sure about, which I will get to. But the first thing I need to do is I'm just going to come in here and remove this stuff, and I'm going to just start tossing it to my chickens, and we'll go from there. Gosh. This whole entire bed is just one big mat of roots. And I don't know if I have any soil to fix that. So I'm going to just try and get as much of this dirt out of the roots as I can, and then see what kind of soil I have laying around so that I can replenish what I lost. Oh, yeah. I don't understand. Well, that just happened. I was trying to repair my box that the screw had come out of, and I knocked over my strawberries. So that's kind of a bummer. There are all kinds of little bugs on there, but that's okay. I should just be able to pick it back up and put it back together. -1 tower. Oh well. So I actually do have some soil in one of these buckets behind me, so I'm just going to use that to fill up this planter box with, and then move on to the next project, which is not really a project, it's just adding something, and I'm not sure if it's going to work, but let me get this box filled. perfect. And I'm not worried about the roots that are in here because they will just kind of mulch in place and add more nutrients to the soil, so I'm not worried about those. So I have this whole open area right in front of me, and I thought that I could utilize this space to do something I've never done before, but I have seen done, and that is to drive a T-post into the ground and then plant one of my squashes right next to it and use the T-post as sort of a trellis to grow my squash up instead of letting it kind of grow on the ground. Now I don't know if this is a good idea because A, this is going to be a pain to get out if I don't like it, and two, I have a gopher problem in here, and the gopher may just very well eat the plant that I put in the ground, which leads me back to A, which is removing this from the ground. So I am going to give it a try, but I'm also going to do this in another area of my garden in some boxes when those boxes are freed up. But for now, I'm just going to go ahead and get this driven into the ground, and hopefully things will work out for the best and it won't get eaten by a gopher. So I think I want it right about here, which is out of the way, hopefully. You know, I figured since I was out here and sweating, I might as well just go ahead and plant the very first thing that's going into this garden, and that is these beans. Now I've got Kentucky Wonders and some Blue Lakes, so I am going to, I think I have 3 Kentucky Wonders, so those will come over here. And then I have 2 of the Blue Lakes, and what I'll probably do here is I will grab one of the Blue Lake seeds, so I will plant one plant here, another one here, and then I will probably just drop a seed right here in the middle to sort of even it out a little bit, and then they will grow up and over this trellis, and it's going to be beautiful. And then once I get these put in here, I do need to punch some holes so that I can get water to them, because right now there's really no holes punched in any of this irrigation, and that must change. And I really hope that the squirrels don't get in here and eat my plants. Alright, I don't know at what point, but at some point my camera overheated and just stopped working. So I got these guys all planted. I went ahead and wrote up some tags, and I added a seed right in here. So I am going to stick the tag in here. Anywhere is fine because they're all the same. And I'm gonna punch some holes in here, and I only want 2 sprinkler heads, I think, per bed. So I have my little hole punch, and I'm just gonna put them right in between each plant. So one can go here. This is not the best punch. And then just grabbing my sprinkler heads and some tubing. And I don't need a lot of this tubing because they're just gonna not go very far, so I'm just gonna eyeball it. And the cool thing about these little sprinkler heads is they all come with the little plug, so you don't have to buy that separate. And then plug this in there, and come on, baby. know why it plugged that second one, but not this first one. Okay, I probably just made that too big, hopefully not. But that goes in there, and that'll just go somewhere in there. Let's see if I can do this side a little bit better so that I can get that hole punched through. I guess you just got to be quick. Yep, speed is the name of the game. Well, I think that by the next time you see me, I will actually be planting this entire garden out. Hopefully, that is the plan. But yeah, until then, get your garden started, and I will see you next time. Bye.